After I'd been in the business 25 years, I knew that wine was part of our culture, part of our heritage, part of our religion. And when I sit down to a meal, it's so simple. It just tastes better. And not only tastes better, but it's healthy and good for you. What more do you want in life? You know, you waiters are very fortunate because you have something that can add to the enjoyment of life. Remember, a good popular price wine is just as important as a truly fine wine under the same occasions.
Wine and food have complemented each other for thousands of years. And in Napa Valley, the heart of wine country, we enjoy some of the very best of both. Hello, I'm Mark de Vere. Here at Robert Mondavi, making great wines is our passion. Enjoying fine wines with food is our pleasure. There are few things in life as rewarding as a great meal served with great wine. And great service can help people enjoy the experience even more. The goal, of course, is to help your guests feel at ease to order and enjoy wines. We'll cover the basics of wine service, knowledge, and selling with help from some of the great wine country restaurants, whose waitstaff already know the importance and profit of serving wine with a meal.
Wine's everything to a diner at Trevenia. It's, what the fork is to your right hand, the wine is to your left hand, like a knife. It's, if you were a painter and you needed a couple of brushes, right? One would be the food and the other the wine, which would be another texture in the meal. It's in the sentence of a meal, it's the exclamation point right at the end of the meal that will set it off, that will trigger the memory of the experience at Trevenia, right, in a very special and enchanted way. The one tip for wine is to drink wine, to drink it every day. There's only 52 Saturday nights a year. We start with a guest, what do you like to drink? Right? And then they'll say Pinot Noir or Zinfandel, and they'll steer you. And if they want a little bit more, what do you think I should have? Then you get a chance to introduce a new varietal or maybe an older vintage.
What exactly is wine? And why and how can we appreciate it? Wine is a natural and healthy agricultural creation. Simply, it's fermented grape juice. All wines taste different. This seems obvious, but it's important to fully understand. The exact same grape variety grown in one location will make a wine that tastes different from that same grape variety grown in another location. Why? The climate causes the grapes to mature differently. The soil offers different minerals to the vine, and the winemakers use different techniques in the vineyard and the winery. These three elements, climate, soil, and winemaking, combined with the changes a wine makes in the bottle as it ages, result in the unique style of each wine. Enjoying and appreciating wine is the fun part, so taste your wines and be familiar with them. Using your senses of sight, smell, and taste, you can learn to evaluate wines and gain confidence. There's no substitute for experience, and fortunately, the only way to experience a wine is to taste it. Here's where it gets even more fun. After tasting the wines without food, now try them with food. You'll find that wine and food are natural partners.
Professional wine service at Domaine Chandon is defined by not only a server who can step up to the table and make a recommendation and that not only delivers, but also go through the process or the mechanics of getting that bottle open in a manner that's efficient and right. You have to be knowledgeable. I mean, and not learning just about the most expensive or the most sought-after wines, but just knowing about what you have on your list. You have to know about one more wine than the guest is going to ask you about. The three things that define being a professional waiter are certainly being knowledgeable about what you're doing. Secondly, having a real passion for what you're doing. And third is a positive attitude, because you don't know who might come walking through your door.
Professionalism has to do with your knowledge, preparedness, and attitude. It's how you approach wine service. Some basic preparation before your shift will save you valuable time, making you more efficient and more professional. Make sure wine glasses are already set on the table before guests are seated. If you have a wine list, bring it with you if it has not already been presented at seating. Always carry a wine opener. Make sure clean napkins are stocked specifically for serving wine. Make sure wine buckets are clean and available if needed or requested. Be aware if anything on your wine list is out of stock, and know where to find wines quickly and efficiently. If your restaurant has a selection of wine glasses, choose glasses appropriate for the wine. Be sure to serve the wine at the correct temperature, as the temperature will affect the way the wine tastes. Wines served too warm will often taste dull. Wines served too cold do not show their aromas and flavors properly. As a guide, reds should be served no cooler than 58 degrees and no warmer than 68 degrees. Whites should be served no cooler than 45 degrees up to 60 degrees.
We like to remind our staff here at Mustard's Grill that the customers are there to buy. They're not here to kick tires. They've made the commitment to come in and actually buy. Whether they buy an iced tea or a glass of wine, it's really in the control of the waiter. When you go to that table and that customer says, "We would like some calamari today," have a suggestion ready. And they're not that hard to do. You go through your menu and you know the 2 or 3 things that really work. And you make that suggestion, and it's not important that they buy it. It's important that you make the offer. That's service. We need to remind ourselves as servers that you're here for the duration of your shift. Why not take advantage of that by bringing a little bit of knowledge to the job, and you will make twice as much money. At the same time, provide great service.
The most important thing I would tell one of our new servers here at the Wine Spectator Greystone restaurant is that so much work's gone into getting the wine into the bottle and getting the bottle into the restaurant and getting the bottle to the customer that when you open the bottle of wine, you're kind of fulfilling the wine's destiny, and that it's finally going to be appreciated. Just be graceful and have some reverence for the process that's taking place.
Serving wine has a nice tradition about it. It's simple and practical. Cradle the wine gently while delivering the bottle to the table, and present the wine with the label facing the host and confirm the wine and vintage. Open the wine with the label facing the host. Cut the foil, if there is one, and put it in your pocket. Remove the cork. Practice makes perfect. To go straight down into the center of the cork, start by placing the tip of the corkscrew slightly off-center. Set the cork on the table next to the host's wine glass, bottled side up. Continue by cleaning the top of the bottle with the napkin and pour a small sample, about 2 ounces, for the host to taste. Make sure there is enough to swirl. Wait for the approval, then ask if everyone will be having wine. There are many different styles of service. Always pour from the right side of the guest, holding the bottle in your right hand so the guest can see the label. We suggest moving clockwise around the table. The advantage of this is that you move in the direction your body is facing. Traditionally, you pour for ladies first, and then gentlemen, and end with the host, regardless of gender. Serving sparkling wine is similar to serving other wine, with a few exceptions. Always hold the bottle at a 45-degree angle, and be sure that it always points away from any people. Confirm the selection and vintage. Remove the foil. Loosen the cage and keep a finger on the cork. Hold the cork firmly in one hand. You might want to use a napkin to keep your grip more secure. With your other hand, hold the base of the bottle and very slowly twist the bottle until the cork is loose. Carefully continue to twist until the cork is free. There should be no pop. Carefully wipe the top of the bottle and pour a small sample for the host to check. Follow the same procedure as with any wine, but fill the flutes about 3/4 full. A brief review. Wine appreciation, professionalism and preparation, wine selling, and beautiful service. These are the basics of outstanding wine service. We hope you'll continue to enjoy wine and expand your own knowledge. Your best resource is someone knowledgeable in your own restaurant. Just tell them that you're interested in learning. Other good sources are wine books, videos, attending a local wine club, participating in online tastings, or calling us here at the winery for a list of our scheduled educational events. Today, more than ever, people are interested in wine, and we know you'll find it fun and profitable to be one of them. So enjoy wine, and don't treat it with too much ceremony, just respect, because winemaking is a labour of love. Cheers.